Hello YouTube, this is Attorney Kongman reaching out to you about a topic that I want to talk about, another legal topic. It deals with family law, otherwise known as domestic relations in various states. But specifically, I want to talk about child custody disputes. And every state is kind of different in some ways. However, the overarching theme and doctrine, as you would say, rule would be what's considered the best interest of the child. So who should the child live with that would be in their best interest is what the court's trying to determine. Because obviously in a custody battle, both parents are going to say, I'm the best parent to be with them. So they're going to consider a lot of factors. And most states are almost all the same when it comes to it, looking at financial situation, parenting time, ability to relate to the child with, your current situation, prior existing criminal background issue or anything like that. So I'm just going to dive into it more specifically. So the first one, your financial situation. Are you stable? Do you have a job? However, it can also hurt you some ways because let's say you're a nurse. You work 3 days a week doing 16-hour shifts. That's not good for a young child to have a parent who's going to have sole custody of them and they won't see them for 3 days. And also maybe police officers who work night shifts. Those hours aren't good for children. They're going to be sleeping while you're working and you're going to be sleeping while they're awake. And they also look at who's going to pick up the kids, who's going to drop off the kids, various things like that. And situations where you're a 9 to 5, that's going to help your case. Whereas the husband or the wife or the mother or the father works crazy hours. I'm a waitress or various other things that work heavy hours at night or not regular hours. The court's going to consider that. And typically they would assign in Illinois, we call it a guardian ad litem. So it's a Latin term, and they will essentially be the representative of the minor children under 18. In most states, when you're over the age of 14, it kind of depends on various states, but most of the time it's about 14, they do take into account where the child wants to live with. More so, it's a bigger issue because best interest of the child is where the child wants to be. And once you're over a certain age, the states are going to be like, all right, where do you want to live with? We're going to consider that first and foremost. Then afterwards, we're going to consider that, is your father stable, working? Is he going to be able to spend time with you? Is he have any issues with drugs, alcohol, any criminal background issues? So those are all considerations. And a lot of people kind of confuse that, like, you're a male and she's a female. My chance of getting custody is slim to none. That's not true. The courts don't look at the sex. They look at each situation differently. And they designate the GAL, guardian ad litem, to meet with the parents, meet with the children or the child, and to determine what's the best for the child. So it's not about being with the father or the mother because of the sex. It's really about this current situation between the two. So I would recommend looking at your work schedule. If you have a good work schedule, 9 to 5, let's say 5 days a week, and spend weekends with them. That's excellent. That's probably a strong point, and you have a stable job. The other situation is, once the child's over a certain age, you kind of have to start considering what they want to live with. And oftentimes, if they overtly don't want to live with mom, don't want to live with dad, it's gonna skew a little bit, especially teenagers. And the courts are gonna defer to them in some ways, so long as they don't see an issue like the father being a drug addict, selling drugs out of his house and stuff. And what comes with the whole custody issue is obviously child support. So the person who's maintaining either sole custody or main custody or part-time custody, we're going to allocate the child support that way. So those are all needs to be considered, and it's going to be under the umbrella of what's the best interest of the child. So definitely those are things to consider. Hello YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this content that we provide today. And if so, please slam the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you get notification of future content. And also don't forget to leave a comment or a suggestion below in regards to this video or any other videos that you think you would like us to do. And we will be back with future videos. Thank you very much.